Hello, and welcome to What's New in HubSpot, a quarterly roundup of quick hit product updates that we know will be valuable to companies in the technical and engineering industries. With that, let's dive in. Let's start with the navigation. This has been an ongoing change for users over the course of the last few months, but went live for everybody in the month of May. Instead of having the overall drop-down menus at the top of your screen, you now have a left sidebar menu with multiple tabs. If there's a tool that you access frequently, HubSpot just introduced bookmarks, you can see is new. This allows you to bookmark up to 5 tools. If you want to add a tool to this page, you can go and find it in the Tools tabs. Let's say you wanted to bookmark marketing email or social media. You'd select the flag on the right side of that tool, and it will be added to your Bookmarks tab. You can see here, I have bookmarked email and social. Now let's switch gears. For all my marketing users, this next update is going to be pretty important. To ensure that all of the marketing emails sent from HubSpot comply with major authentication standards set forth by the providers such as Gmail or Yahoo, you want to make sure that your domain has been authenticated. To check to make sure that that authentication has happened, you can navigate to your settings. You'll scroll down to Content and Domains and URLs. At the bottom of this page, you'll find your email sending domains. If it says authenticated, you're good to go. If there is any type of alert for your DMARC, DKIM, or SPF, you want to make sure that you run through those steps with your DNS provider to make sure that that domain gets authenticated. This will ensure that your emails don't run the risk of getting blocked from these email providers. All right, our next update has to do with campaigns. If you're using campaigns in HubSpot, when you navigate to your campaign section, you can now access up to 3 years of historical revenue data where you used to be able to only see 1. This is super helpful if you're trying to compare the success rate of your campaigns and look at performance for an extended period of time. To see that, you could navigate to a campaign that you're actively using. We'll use this example. Under your Overview tab, you'll see Revenue. This is where you'll change your date range, where if you wanted to see a year, you can now see up to 3. You can also add external website pages to campaigns. If you do not host your website in HubSpot and you've got pages that you want to tie to a campaign performance, you can do so under the Add Assets and add an external website page. You can see the new icon here as well. To add an external page, you'd hit Add, and then you can just copy the URL into that box and hit Save. And lastly, for my marketing users, there is now the ability to track your marketing events within HubSpot. Currently, there's no easy way to get to this tool. You want to first go to Contacts. And next to the drop-down arrow by Contacts, you scroll down and find Marketing Events. If you already have Zoom or GoToWebinar or another platform integrated with HubSpot that you use for online webinars or online events, those will automatically get added to this section in this tool for tracking. But if you are hosting or attending in-person events, you can now add those here as well or import any attendee data. To do this, you go to Create Marketing Event. We'll say Test Event. Create. Once you have that event created, you can click into it and it will give you an overview of how many have registered, canceled, attended. But if you scroll down, we now have the ability to import event contacts. This is super helpful for those that are hosting their own events, especially if they're in person. I imagine that this tool will continue to evolve. It's relatively new, but with the amount of our clients that are attending or hosting their own in-person events, this is going to be incredibly helpful. All right, and those were all of our marketing updates. Now let's go to our sales updates. So for all of my Sales Pro users, there is now the ability to create custom lead objects. If you're using the prospecting workspace and managing leads through this tool, you can now create custom properties that you can use for your lead management. To do this, you would go to Settings, navigate to Properties. Up at the top, this is where you'll select your lead object. And you can now see all of the lead properties and create the custom property here. This has been one of the most requested changes since HubSpot rolled out the lead object recently, and so it's really exciting to see this come to fruition. Our last update has to do with the LinkedIn CRM sync. If you're using an advanced LinkedIn subscription, such as Sales Navigator, you can now integrate the two platforms together. If this is something that you're interested in, you can find that data integration in the app marketplace. In the search box, just look for LinkedIn and LinkedIn CRM Sync. This overview will give you all of the information you need about this integration, what it entails, and the benefits. And if you are interested in installing, you can walk through the steps here. If you have any questions about any of these HubSpot updates or think they'll be valuable for your company, please feel free to reach out. We're always here to help. We'll see you next quarter.